is the fun video, as opposed to the boring worming video. He's with Betty over there. You see, they're getting more and more and more competent. Hello. This is that cat. Look, that cat. Can you see his face is that little bit chunkier? This is a boy. Get it back, cat. He's learning to hunt. Cats are at their absolute liveliest first thing in the morning and last thing at night. That's partly why they fit in so well with us, because when we're at work, they're generally sleeping on your windowsill or on your settee. And you come home in the evening and they go, oh goody, time for action. Oh, Lyra. And I'm absolutely delighted to say that everything is happening in the litter trays. But I've helped by making it really easy for them. There's a litter tray here, there's a litter tray there, there's a little litter tray there, there's a little litter tray near their bed, and there's a litter tray right at the door. Anywhere where they go, or I think they're going to go, I'll put a litter tray. So generally when you get your cat home, they like to go off to the corner of the room or near the door. So those would be good places to put litter trays. And you don't have to buy 10 posh litter trays. This is actually the tray for putting a grow bag in. It costs £2. Or you can cut down a cardboard box and use that. Because pretty soon you'll know which one your kitten likes to use, and then, you know, you'll put your posh litter tray there and that will be it. But at least for the first week or two, please try and have litter trays in everywhere that your kitten may conceivably want to go. Give them absolutely the best chance of getting it right. They want to go in a litter tray, but when they come home, they're going to be a little bit confused and possibly quite stressed. They may not know where the toilet is, or they may get caught short. So make sure that, you know, you have a liberal dosing of litter trays pretty much all over the house. And then as time goes by, you'll know which one. Your cat will just use one, and then you can get rid of the rest. I mean, at the moment, these kittens started out using them all. And now they're only using that one there right next to Lyra's. Oh, and sometimes the one near the door. So as time goes by, I'll start removing the others. But right now, I want to make it really, really easy for them to get it right. Yay, bad cat! If you make it really easy for your animal to get it right, then you don't end up with the accidents. Hello, Betty. Betty! Hello, you. Hello, Duchess. Again, I'm not wearing the most sensible possible clothes because these are kind of a knit fabric. When kittens climb on that, their claws will get stuck in it. I thoroughly recommend the first few days with your kitten wear jeans and long sleeves, especially children, trousers and long sleeves. You absolutely do not want to be wearing shorts and skirts around your kitten when they're wanting to climb on you. And please discourage them from climbing on you. There are lots of things they can climb on, and it doesn't have to be you. It might even be quite cute in a little kitten, but believe me, it's not cute when an adult cat tries to climb up you with all claws. But if you encourage this, then they'll think it's okay and they'll use you as a climbing frame. sorry about my obsession with litter trays and toileting, but these kind of things are really, really important. Get that cat. You can't really. This is Batcat really properly using the litter tray, having a nice dig. Yay! Clever kitties. Clever kitties. The only thing I'd like them to be doing more of is eating the real food. I think Lyra physically is absolutely so good at producing milk and feeding her kittens that although they're eating real food and they're doing some little poops, they're not putting a lot of effort into it because she's just far too well fed. So my strategy is I'm not going to be giving Lyra lots of extras: tuna, steamed whitefish, chicken livers. I'm afraid she's down to dried food only. This means she'll eat less of it because it's not as nice, so she'll produce less milk, so the kittens will be more hungry. I mean, clearly it's not an issue. Healthy, vigorous, lively, perfect little kittens. I just think it's time they started fending for themselves a little bit more and eating a little bit more of the real food. If we get to 8 weeks and you know, Lyra's still feeding them, you know, too much, I'll probably exclude her from the cat room for 12 or 14 hours a day, just to make sure they really are fully weaned. You can't rehome a baby animal until it's completely, utterly weaned. And again, you don't actually need expensive toys. This was the covering from the cat toy. Little sweeties. Yep, things are really ramping up in the kitten room. I'm sorry if I'm boring you with hundreds of videos, but now that everybody has a home and a name, I'm going to be registering them soon, and you know, I just got to feel really relaxed because everybody had a good home. Now of course I'm feeling really tense that somehow I won't have given you all enough information by the time the kittens go home. Believe me, it really isn't that complicated, but I do feel a huge responsibility to make sure that everybody, you know, that when you take a kitten into your home, it's a success. That the kitten uses the litter tray, that you enjoy your kitten, that things don't go wrong. No, it's pretty difficult to get things wrong with a kitten. They're not that hard to look after. It's quite easy to get things desperately wrong with a puppy. And I'm afraid because I'm historically a dog breeder, not a cat breeder, this is only my second litter of kittens, so I think I regard myself as relatively inexperienced with cats. I haven't yet taught them to come over and open their mouths and say, please worm me. I'm pretty sure nobody else has either. So there's quite a dearth of literature on cat behaviour. I mean, I've got over 30 books on dog behaviour, all of which I've read, and there are loads and loads of articles in the scientific papers. There's not an awful lot on cats, but I will send a thing of the 2 books I found most useful in learning about cat behaviour. You little possums! Here you are. And there's me making the mistake of using my finger as something to hunt. That's a really bad idea. Must stop doing that. Do not want your kittens to hunt fingers. I want them to hunt mice and toys. Because if they hunt your finger and they catch it, you're not going to be happy. Yay, real food eating. That's what I like to see. Maybe it's just that these kittens are actually more developed than I think they are. So they're going straight onto the dried food and they're not eating the smush. And you see they've eaten some of the smush. But actually, hey, Batcat, I love that you're using the big boy litter tray and you're eating the big boy food. How clever are you? Somebody's got Isla put her foot in the water. She's cleaning off. They're just really chunky, well grown, very well developed kittens. I'm so pleased with them. Physically, mentally, emotionally and socially, they're all fine. Because that's the checklist for your cat. Is my cat okay physically? Is my cat okay mentally? Is my cat okay emotionally? And is my cat okay socially? Physical, mental, emotional, social. Is everything going as it should in all of these areas? By the way, these little kind of boogers on the side of their eyes are absolutely normal, especially for British short hairs. You only need to worry if you're getting green gunk, then you need to go to the vet. But those little things, the only reason I wipe it off with a makeup pad dipped in saline solution, because saline solution is antibacterial. If you wipe it off with your fingers, you could well introduce an infection into your cat's eyes. So a bit of cotton wool or a piece of tissue, something, you know, a mug of warm water with a teaspoon of salt dissolved into it. I've generally got one just hanging around in the kitten room, and anytime I see gunky eyes, I can just very easily clean that off with the tissue and the saline solution. But not your fingers. You use your fingers to remove that eye gunk. You know, there's a good chance you're actually going to introduce a bacterial infection into your cat's eyes, and then you will have to go to the vet and get, you know, antibacterial Fusidin eye ointment. It will cost you a fortune. It's completely not necessary at all. You lot are just absolutely wonderful. My only regret is that I haven't got someone to come here and hold a camera for me. I did ask my daughter yesterday, but she's got Asperger's syndrome. And she was just completely stressed out by the trip to Lidl. We got there and she didn't want to get out of the car. And basically, she's finding the whole situation very, very stressful. And there's absolutely no point asking a young person with Asperger's to do anything when they're stressed. All you can do is calm and reassure them, and, you know, wait till they come out the other side. Sorry, this was very long, but they're just so cute. Oh, I just love my kittens. You're gonna be so hard to let go. Oops, not the fingers. Do not use the fingers. Use the toys. Oh, hunt the toy. Don't hunt my fingers. Hunt the toy. Hunt the toy. Okay, that really has to be enough for today. I need to go and take the dogs out.